35 years ago, we came up with the design of our articulated trench rollers. There were trench rollers on the market that we had also worked with, but we came up with this design of articulating it. Why is it articulated? Why is it better? Because it's more efficient on the job site, it disturbs the soil less, and it's easier to operate. The plates that we have also, these things are actually almost as old as I am. And what we did, we didn't design the first compactor as far as plate compaction. We did design the first reversible plate compactor. So 35 or 50 years ago, we designed this reversible plates, and now we redesigned it into what you guys are seeing. So why did we take the older version of this RT3 and make the RT4? Because we listened to the customers, again, just like we do with the generators, excavators. We always constantly improve these. And our thought was, we got to make these easier for maintaining and not take away any of the performance. So we actually increased performance slightly on these machines, but we made the maintenance that much better for either the cost of ownership, return on investment, however you want to look at it. And so we pulled off panels on the side here so you guys can see how easy it is to get to some of the major components like the drive motors. And we have an asymmetrical design of this machine now versus our older model, if you're familiar with that. And they're spring-loaded, the hoods are by that. Where all the major mechanicals are going to be located in what's the front of the machine, and then we basically have the battery, the onboard battery for the transmitter, and the fuel tank on the rear of the machine. I saw a hand go up. Anybody have a question? Oh, okay. So that's the basic design behind this, is that we wanted to make sure that the maintenance and serviceability was improved for our customers without taking anything away from the overall design. So with that said, let's take a look at the newest plates we have. So we're going to offer the DPU 62 in a diesel version. We also offer the BPU 62 in a gas version, along with a 52 series and a 52 series here. So you have both options, whether they're going to be wanting to run a gasoline powered engine or a diesel powered machine. The biggest difference between these, however, is going to be the diesel machine is a very smart or intelligent machine. We all have one of these, right? So there's not necessarily an app to talk to this yet, but you do have options where you can get an app for this where we can actually follow the compaction from the machine on site, and you can follow it either off your laptop on the job site, you can follow it from the office all through telematics, watching the compaction effort of the machine. So we're talking good technology built into the machine. Other things that we're going to have incorporated into it, and you can't really see these up close, is that we've got LED lights that give the operator indication of either over compaction, or if there's any maintenance that's going to be due on it, you're going to have the option to actually see that during the operation of the machine. Other things that we incorporated into this newest design is that we have an open plate design. Some of our other models, we had a skirt and it actually somewhat trapped debris inside of it. Now the debris sheds itself. And we also eliminated the wings that we had on these. You get bolt-on wings. We have one full plate design for this now. So again, everything's efficient, super easy to get to by going underneath the flaps as far as maintenance, putting fuel in it, or checking it for serviceability. Let's go to the newest, our battery technology. So we're offering 3 battery platforms now, from a 500 watt-hour battery up to a 1400 watt-hour battery. Why do we have all of these options? Well, we have so many different battery products. If you get a chance to walk the full booth on here, we have a battery backpack. So we want to make that as light as possible for the operator, but still give them the longevity. So that'd be our lightest battery at the 500 watt-hour, versus we have plate compactors, we have rammers, and then this gentleman here is leaning on our largest, which is going to require the most battery power to operate, which is going to be our 1400 watt-hour battery. So we go from small, lightweight plates, rammers, to large reversible plates that are all going to require that same battery platform. And again, with that battery backpack, so we give everybody options as far as usability and longevity on the job site. This plate with the smallest battery is going to cover, and we don't want to talk runtime when we talk about these machines, we talk productivity. So this plate with the largest battery will be able to compact this booth space 2 or 3 times over. That rammer with the largest battery in it will be able to run 1,000 lineal feet on one charge. So if you drop it to a smaller battery, it'll obviously get a shorter runtime or shorter distance for it, but you still have the same productivity out of it. But one battery can be interchanged between all of the pieces of equipment, whether it's the backpack, the rammer, or any of the plates.